Oh, it's Westham. Yeah, Dems. Yeah, Dems. My favorite team. Those that play from the heart. They just try so hard. And they just do it for the kick of it. It's just passion, And they just try so hard, but yeah, you know them, yeah. Westham. I don't appreciate much these dresses though. But the other colorway, the primal, is great. And don't forget that it's London still, so. And it's like sometimes it's like you can see how they try, and they still hang around. They're just not like, they never leave. Like they always try. They are always there. They never left. You can rely on them, at least from this point of view. You can rely on them being there. They're up there. Yeah, it's Westham. You know them. And sometimes it's like, yeah, so it's London, so you can be a fan of London, and somehow, like, for me it's like more challenging but more fun to actually be a fan of seeing some team or someone getting up from the scratch from the bottom and trying hard, and see the evolution of a humble person, of a passionate person who's not up there yet, and the challenge of not being sure how this will turn up. You actually are more invested in wishing them the best. This was so unfortunate. Yeah, I don't care. I know what's up. I know what's going on. You know what happened again? I don't know, like, I feel like I am making excuses of myself. I am absolutely not, but I'm so aware of surroundings and what's going on. I need to explain to you. Okay, I can't in this case. But well, I can. You know what happened? So, this game on a defense side is very difficult, what I found out, because sometimes, and it's mostly, I swear, the most of the times, it changes the controlled player for you by itself at some points randomly. Obviously, it like reacts who's near, but not always. What happens often is I am at control and I'm looking at some player and I make some move, and in this very moment the game just changes my controlled player, and before I press the button for making a slide or something, my player is changed. So instead of doing the slide with the person I wished, I do it with someone else. That's absolutely unnecessary. And it's just with this person there, like, laying on the ground now and making space for others, and he needs to get up. Well, there's free space now. And it's most of the case, it just changes the player. And I'm already like scared, and because I'm aware of it, I already look at it and I check it, and nothing's happening. And then boom, of course, in the worst case scenario, it happens. And in this case, back to this case, exactly in this precise one, the opposite happened. I was pressing myself, changing the players. I was clicking it many times. As you could see before, the arrow was changing the players I control because I was changing it. Because I wanted to get the nearest person as fast as possible to get in control, and I needed to run close to the attacker. Obviously, it should be intuitive what player I need to pick up. And if I don't do this, if I wouldn't, as I couldn't even if I tried, they just didn't give me this player. They chose everyone else, but not this one. And if I don't pick him myself, they, for some reason, they don't sprint enough, or they just don't pick the ball. I need to do it. I need to initiate it myself. Otherwise, most of the time, they make some mistake by being lazy or something. So I tried, and I already saw it. As I know it, I needed to run and sprint fast so I can catch up with him. So what I needed to do was pick the player myself immediately, because it's a question of a second. Pick him up, and me navigating him with sprint is precisely directly towards, in the most closest way towards the ball. But I was clicking changing the player. In this case, I wanted to change the player myself. Not only they did not change it for me in this case, how they sometimes do in the wrong time, they did not. And even if I was clicking to change player, they chose everyone else but not this one. And once it happened, it was halfway, or they were already halfway there, and I knew, yeah, I can't make the sprint now anymore. And he was going free to the goalkeeper almost. So yeah, and as I was pissed, so yeah, there you go with slide. And now back to the game. A penalty. I need to face penalty for, let's say, wrong defense, but not on my side exactly. But again, halfway through thanks to the controls. Okay, so this one now. But this is karma. This is karma because this guy. What is this? What is this? Yeah, he made a collision. He made a collision with himself. Back to the game then. Nothing happened. But at least I could complain about the game itself. That was freeing. But my mood is already like the weather there. Gloomy as hell. And somehow I'm so chaotic now from this situation. For my own talk, yeah, this is on me. Yeah, from my own talk now I'm so like drained of energy instead of energized. What it should do, and now I'm like chaotic. I need to somehow recover, or then I would maybe start being like confused, like drunk or something, like the player was on the penalty. That would be the result, like shooting absolutely away and passing away, and yeah, I'm almost like fainting, like passing away. Was there a thunder? Nice. Did something. Nice. No one. No one. My dog Norman. Norman. Me, no one, and my dog Norman. We're both no one. We're both no one.